Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, where history and value collide in ways you might not expect. And today's focus? The 1971 United States $quarter coin. This seemingly ordinary coin might just be hiding an extraordinary story, and for the patient collector, it could even be worth, well, let's just say, you'll want to stay tuned until the end to hear about the jaw-dropping summits reached at auctions. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, so you never miss out on our deep dives into the rarest and most valuable coins out there. Alright, let's get started. Now, what makes the 1971 US $quarter so interesting? Well, at first glance, it might look just like any other coin you've probably held in your hands. But as every collector knows, the story behind a coin can often be more fascinating than it appears. And the quarter minted in 1971? It has a story that's worth every cent, maybe even millions of them. But we'll get to that soon enough. Let's start with a bit of history. First, what makes 1971 so special? The year 1971 came right after a major change in U.S. coinage, the Coinage Act of 1965, which marked the end of silver quarters. Up until 1964, U.S. quarters were minted with 90% silver. But from 1965 onwards, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition to cut down costs. So, our 1971 quarter belongs to this post-silver era, where quarters were primarily intended for circulation. Alright, so why would a 1971 quarter be worth anything at all, right? After all, these were regular circulation coins, and millions, yes, millions, were produced. But here's where things get interesting. Even coins that seem ordinary can have a few hidden gems among them. One thing that collectors hunt for are errors. Errors in the minting process, like off-center strikes, double dies, or other misprints, are what can turn an average coin into a prized collectible. In the case of the 1971 quarter, there have been some incredible mint errors that have made certain quarters far more valuable than others. Let's look at a few examples. Double dies. Sometimes, when the die used to stamp the coin shifts even slightly, it can leave a double image on the coin. If you spot letters or numbers that look doubled or blurred on a 1971 quarter, you might just have a valuable error in your hand. These happen when a coin is not perfectly aligned with the die during the minting process. Collectors love these coins because they're unique mistakes that happen very rarely. Some 1971 quarters were struck off-center, making them an attractive addition to any collection. Even without errors, some 1971 quarters were minted with particularly high quality, especially those in proof or uncirculated conditions. If your 1971 quarter looks like it's never been touched or shows no signs of wear, it could be worth a closer look. So, what should you look for? Start by examining the coin's overall condition. Any scratches or visible damage will decrease its value, while a sharp, clean coin with distinct markings could catch a collector's eye. Take a closer look at the words, Liberty, and In God We Trust, as well as the date. If you see any doubling, or if the details look unusually crisp, you might have a coin that's worth holding on to. You might be wondering, alright, that's all cool, but what's the real value here? Now, here's where the thrill comes in. Over the years, certain 1971 quarters with unique features or in near-perfect condition have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars at auction. And while these coins are rare, they're out there, tucked away in pockets and drawers just waiting to be discovered. Just to give you an example, a 1971 quarter in pristine condition and with notable errors sold at auction for several $1,000s. But here's the real shocker, some 1971 quarters, under the right conditions, have achieved values that seem almost unbelievable. Alright, are you ready for this? For the rarest of the rare, with a perfect combination of mint condition and unique error, a 1971 US $quarter coin has been valued at a whopping $9 million. So, the next time you come across a 1971 quarter, give it a second look. It might just be more than pocket change. It could be a hidden treasure worth millions. Top 2. Coin collectors and history lovers. Ever held a 1986 United States quarter dollar and wondered if it's worth more than just 25 cents? Well, you might want to look closely at those coins hiding in your change jar, because today we're talking about one special quarter from 1986 that's captured the attention of collectors worldwide. First, let's set the stage. 1986 was an interesting year for coin production in the United States. By this point, the U.S. Mint had already replaced silver quarters with copper-nickel quarters, which are a bit lighter and have that distinct sandwich look on the edge. That year, the Denver and Philadelphia mints churned out millions of quarters to keep up with circulation demands. Like other Washington quarters, the 1986 version features President George Washington on the obverse, or head side, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse, or tail side, shows an American bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, representing strength and resilience. But here's the thing. While the typical 1986 quarter in circulation is worth just its face value of 25 cents, the real value depends on a few crucial factors. Condition, rarity, and, of course, demand in the coin collecting world can make all the difference. For example, a standard 1986 quarter in circulated condition might fetch a collector anywhere from 50 cents to $1, depending on wear and tear. But if you've got a quarter from 1986 that's never been circulated, meaning it's in mint condition, you could be looking at a value of a few dollars. One interesting thing to check is the mint mark. As we said, quarters were minted in both Denver and Philadelphia that year, and they have either a D or P mark. Generally speaking, coins from both mints are common, so the mint mark doesn't add much value, but it's always good to check. Now, where things get interesting is with error coins. Ever heard of a double die or an off-center strike? These kinds of errors can make a 1986 quarter especially valuable. Some errors are easy to spot, like a coin that's been struck off-center, while others, like a double die error, may require a magnifying glass to detect. For example, if you find a quarter with a clear double strike error, you could have something worth hundreds of dollars on your hands. The same goes for coins that were struck on the wrong metal planchets, or the metal discs that become coins. Rare mistakes like these are prized by collectors. Condition is a big factor in any coin's value. Collectors use a grading scale from poor to mint state, with mint state 65 and above being the most desirable for modern coins like the 1986 quarter. A mint state 65 or higher means the coin is in pristine condition, with no visible signs of wear, scratches, or damage. Coins with this grade or higher can fetch impressive values at auctions. Of course, if you think you have a rare 1986 quarter, it's worth having it professionally appraised. Coin grading experts can confirm the coin's authenticity, grade it, and give you a reliable valuation. This is especially true for error coins or high-grade specimens. A professional appraisal can mean the difference between a $5 coin and a $500 coin. Now, the big question: can a 1986 quarter dollar actually be worth millions? In most cases, no, a typical 1986 quarter isn't worth anywhere near that. However, there have been rare instances where unique coins, often error coins with major historical significance, have fetched astonishing prices at auction. And here's where things get exciting. Some collectors believe that a unique, pristine, error-laden 1986 quarter could, under the right circumstances, be worth a life-changing amount. So while finding a $3 million quarter might seem like a long shot, it's not out of the realm of possibility in the rare coin world. So, if you have a 1986 quarter lying around, give it a second look. You never know. It might be worth far more than 25 cents. And if you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest coin collecting tips and treasures.